upstate New York. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Here at home, a wet start to your Friday, but boy, it could have been a whole lot worse. Sherry Sheely joins us now.
Absolutely. So it was a little rocky yesterday, moving through the overnight hours to this morning, but overall, yes, we were spared. But right now, looking at the big picture, the remnants of Arthur now moving off past us. We have a cold front that's draped just to our south, so our southernmost areas might be getting a few sprinkles, but overall, we're mainly just dealing with the cloud cover at this hour. So those wind speeds over the last 24 hours, we did see peak wind speeds at 52 miles per hour in Thompson, 51 here in Augusta. So it was pretty breezy at times. We did see a little bit of storm damage from that, but now things are starting to calm down. Still have a pretty good wind coming in there, about 10 miles per hour, but overall, again, not so bad. Temperature-wise, we have a little bit of a gradient here as we're in 80 at Saluda, 83 in Augusta, but still hanging out in the 70s to our south, and that's because of that cloud cover. We're starting to see a little more of that blue sky, but if we travel to Waynesboro on our Terry Limerick Hyundai Skyview Cam, still dealing with mostly cloudy conditions, and we can see the stars and stripes there moving pretty good with those winds still whipping. So looking at our neighborhood network powered by Tempest, you can see those temperatures in Burke County getting a little bit warmer, but still hanging out there in the 70s, including 79 at River Road, 77 in Perkins. So where do we go from here? Well, over the next couple of hours, those winds will stay a little elevated, but gradually dying down as we go later in the afternoon. But we will warm up into those upper 80s right at 90 degrees for our high today. So we're gradually clearing out, those winds calming down, and we're set up for a pretty nice weekend on tap. I'll have all the details for your Friday forecast and looking ahead to the weekend, all coming up. Back to you, Mary.
All right, thanks so much, Sherry. Today, still ahead, your live Viper 6 forecast with meteorologist Sherry Sheely. Plus the World Cup, the U.S. takes on Australia today. We'll have a preview.
Willow Cane.
The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at our Terry Limerick Hyundai Skyview Cam here in Augusta, where we're starting to see a little bit of blue peep through the cloud cover. So just some very gradual clearing there for us, but it's certainly looking much better. We're starting to see that sunshine come through. 83 degrees, our current temperature, with winds still pretty breezy out there, coming in from the west-southwest at about 9 miles per hour for us here in Augusta. So looking at Live Viper 6, it was certainly very busy over the last 24 hours, but right now, most of the action to our south. But man, look at those lightning counters going on right there in South Georgia. Still dealing with a little bit of that severe weather, but for us, maybe just a few sprinkles there in our southernmost counties. But overall, we're going to start to see that clearing. But we do still have one county under that aerial flood watch. That's Johnson County. That is going to be in effect continuing throughout the day today and over the weekend. And that should come as no surprise when we look at these 24-hour rain totals. So check it out in Johnson County there. Almost 2.5 inches there in Wrightsville. You can see that swath of some of that heavier rain in those counties there. To over 2 inches in Louisville, over 1.5 inches in Waynesboro. Here in Augusta, right at 2 inches, but all of us picking up some much needed rain. Just in some spots, it came down a little harder than we'd like to see it, but we will get a chance to dry out a little bit. Looking at the rain chances, do have a stray chance maybe this afternoon of just a few sprinkles. Same goes for Saturday, some stray showers. But then on Sunday for Father's Day, most of the day looking good, but we get into that typical summertime pattern starting Sunday where we have a chance of just some daily afternoon storms popping up in there. But don't worry, we'll have plenty of sunshine to soak up as well. So looking at that future cast, we're looking at that cold front right now, this kind of draped right over us, and that's what's keeping those clouds right at bay, but gradually clearing out as we see that front start to shift. Continue to see that moisture drift off to the south. So might see a stray shower along that front this afternoon, but overall we're going to get the chance to dry out. Then we have high pressure that's going to be drifting in from the north going into Saturday. So we've got that front moving out, high pressure moving in. So we should see a good bit of sunshine for your Saturday. But then we see that next system start to drift in from the west. It looks pretty intimidating as it drifts into Georgia. But the good news is once it comes into us, it's going to mainly move to our south. Can't rule out a stray shower or two, but not looking at anything severe, and mainly just some light showers at that. Then for your Sunday, pretty much wash and repeat. Sunshine during the day and a chance of some afternoon showers. So your highs for today, warming into those upper 80s to right at 90 degrees. Again, right now we're at those mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies, but we'll continue to see things clear out as we we go through the afternoon hours. And then for Father's Day weekend, looking good. It's going to be warm with temps in those lower 90s. Stray showers Saturday and some isolated storms could be possible in the afternoon hours on Sunday. Temperature-wise, though, we're starting to see some consistency there. Average this time of year 92, and we are all over it for the next 7 days. So looking at that 10-day forecast for us. Again, today we started off a little rocky, but we're going to see that gradual clearing as we go through the day. Going to be nice and warm right at 89 degrees. Continuing that warming trend right around average, around 90 degrees for the next several days. And then for the start of the work week, going to get into that summertime pattern with warm days and a chance of some afternoon showers and storms. Mary?
Right, Sherry, thank you. Now to the World Cup team. Well, coming up, we're counting down to Father's Day. We'll meet a dad who saves the day by rescuing his daughter's phone.
Augusta is a name known nationwide.
When someone passes, families are asked to make decisions on one of the hardest days. Website to learn more.
50 years ago, we thought good enough wasn't good enough.
That how a place feels should never be an accident.
That investing in people was always the right thing.
That giving back to our communities was the least we could do.
And 50 years later, we're just getting started.
All right, guys, let's talk about goats. Real friendly, but don't let that fool you. They're strong, and once they set their sights on something, they don't back down. Big team, tons of experience, and if something bigger tries to push them around, bullies, insurance companies, they fight till the end.
Insurance companies?
That's right, kid. We're talking about Georgia's outstanding attorney team. They're amazing and helped me after my accident. Couldn't have done it without them. Remember, kids, get the goat on your side and call all nines.
Turn your porch or patio.
Get clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time at WJBF.com.
We are just 2 days away from Father's Day, and one musician from Nashville can resume accepting calls. It's all thanks to her father, who was able to find his daughter's phone after an apparent phone theft while she was on tour. Here's ABC's Danny New.
Somebody threw my phone down.
As we gear up for Father's Day this weekend,
Oh, you the man, bro.
What?
we are meeting a dad who is receiving a lot of praise online for his subterranean bravery.
I like to think I'm special, but I think any dad would do that for their daughter.
Florida's Michael Williams here is the father of singer Julie Williams. Came to see his daughter perform in Kansas City and suddenly got a call from Julie saying her phone was stolen out of her backpack during a workout class.
I knew that if there for some reason would have to be a confrontation with somebody to get the phone, I was like, I need to call my dad and make sure that he's there.
But it turned out Michael was already protecting Julie before he even got there. Because Michael works in IT, and being a protective father, he had put so many safety features on her phone that Julie says the thief most likely gave up on trying to break into it and just chucked it into the sewer. She then located it by using the Find My iPhone feature on her instructor's phone.
She was like, I would expect you to be freaking out a lot more, you're freaking out a lot more. And I just thought to myself, I'm like, I'm so grateful that I have my dad to call.
Thankfully, Julie and her dad were able to flag down someone from Kansas City Public Works who quickly made some calls.
Oh my gosh.
Soon, a whole battalion of fatherly men swooped in to help.
Wow! Woo!
Before Michael dove into a dirty-looking sewer to at last retrieve his daughter's phone. Now, this video has picked up thousands of views online, with even Grammy-winning recording artist SZA commenting, quote, "Always a bald black daddy, love mine."
It was beautiful to see the nature of the comments of people sharing the stories about their own fathers and shouting out mine.
Shouting at you, Michael.
Yeah.
And Julie said at the shows in Kansas City, which her dad was at, she gave him a big shout out on stage for saving her phone. Then the whole crowd cheered for Michael. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
After the break, a final check of the forecast.
Time with your family is sacred. I cherish the moments I spend with my wife and son every day. As a lawyer, I know how an injury can change all of that in an instant. It impacts your health, your work, your loved ones, your whole life. I'm Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. After your accident, I'm here to help you recover and get what you deserve for your injuries so you can get back to the moments that really matter. After an accident, call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
Giving your best on News Channel 6. Amazing people doing amazing things for our community. That's what Giving Your Best represents. Everyday heroes making a difference right here in the CSRA.
Do you know a local volunteer who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award at WJBF.com/GYB.
Giving Your Best on News Channel 6. Proudly sponsored by ScienceGo, Piedmont Augusta, and Security Federal Bank.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest?
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Finally, this half hour, the Ridge Peach Festival is set to be held tomorrow in Trenton, South Carolina. It's from 9 a.m. until 4, and of course, it's in celebration of all things peach. Enjoy live performances, arts and crafts, and much, much more. This is the 53rd year for the event. And Sherry, we're hoping that the weather will be a whole lot nicer for those folks tomorrow.
I think it's going to be just peachy, Mary.
Okay, I see
So
what
if
you
you're
did.
traveling to the Ridge for the festival, I think it's going to be fun, but it's going to be hot, so make sure you're staying hydrated and cool. We do have a chance of maybe some stray showers coming in the afternoon, but nothing we can't handle. But as warm temperatures continue into the week ahead, as we have temperatures in the 90s, which is where we should be. And hey, did you know Sunday is the first day of summer, and it's going to feel like it, and we have that summertime pattern with the warm days, sunshine, and then in the afternoon hours, want to stay weather aware as we could have some of those pop-up storms that we're very familiar with, and that's what we're going to see starting next week.
And just remember, it's also Father's Day on Sunday, so if you haven't been to the store yet, you might want to consider doing
Now's
that.
the time.
At least a nice card or something. You want to remember dear old dad. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. Your next news is at 4 o'clock. And of course, you can always find us online at WJBF.com. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on Monday.